Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Injective. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Taking a look at the daily chart, you can see Injective is moving up to $27 right now. We're up approximately 62% from the local bottom here in July, in the middle of July, just a week ago or so. And this could be just another brief retracement before the continuation of this, short to mid-term downtrend that we have. As you can see, we are continuously printing lower lows and lower highs. This is exactly what a downtrend is. Now, if things were to shift and we were to break above this local top, which is sitting at around $32, then that is going to be the first sign that we might be looking at a reversal in this trend on the daily chart. But until that happens, we can't really, expect prices like $39 or even this local top here from December 2023 at $45. All of those are going to be our targets after we start breaking above the local top there. We can even set up a fib retracement just real quick so we can take a look at our potential targets to the upside. So you have $50 as the 1.618, and that's pretty close to the all-time high from March 2024. Just over almost 3 months ago. So Injective is doing okay. It hasn't dropped, back down to its January lows, which is really, really good. Overall, Injective is not doing too bad at all. If you zoom out and you take a look at the daily chart and you look at our journey from this bottom in June 2022, we've come a long way. Full disclosure, I am invested in Injective. We got into this project on Patreon all the way back in September 2022 at $1.40, just at the bottom there. And we've been holding ever since. And we are going to take a look at some targets to the upside in a second. I haven't sold any yet. I'm staking on the Kepler wallet. Now, if I take a look at the daily RSI, you can see we're moving up. So this is not a good time to be buying, in my opinion. Injective was a good buy down here for like 4 days at the start of July, below $20. You even had an opportunity to buy into Injective below $17. But right now at almost $27, this is not an optimal entry point. I would not be buying into this at the moment, even if I was looking for a short to mid-term trade. Now, if things are going to switch over and we're going to break above this resistance at $32, which is the 0.382 fib, then you could potentially wait for a backtest of support and an entry there to continue the uptrend. If you're looking for like a safe trade, I would say. But again, it's up to you. Of course, not a financial advice. And I want to switch over to the weekly chart. And before we continue with the video, I want to give a quick shout out to my Patreon. If you're interested in getting more exclusive content, you want to support me as a creator, and you like what you're seeing here on YouTube and you want more, feel free to check out the Patreon. That's definitely a place for you. There's a 7-day free trial, which means you can get access to all of my content since the inception of the page. So that means you get podcasts, low cap gems, technical analysis, project reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. We try to do posts there on a daily basis. We cover airdrops and a lot of stuff that we don't really cover on YouTube because we don't have as much time. And of course, because patrons get more stuff and more content. And if you're interested in that, the link is down below in the description. Thank you all. Let's continue on with the video. Switching over to the weekly, the chart here looks even more amazing. As you can see, we are retesting this low over here, which was our previous all-time high from May 2021. So we essentially came back down to retest our previous all-time high, which is a very good sign. And we have buying pressure from this area. As you can see, as long as we drop below $20, we start wicking, and then the candles close, at 19 or so. But for the most part, we held $19.77, which is our all-time high price there. And that's a really good sign. Injective is showing strength. It has always shown strength since its bottom here in December 2022, or the latest local bottom there from 2022. And if we measure this correction that we had, let me just look at this move here. So from the April 2023 local top all the way down to the bottom there in, what's that, June? Yeah, around June 2023, we went down 43%. Now from the top, March 2024, we went down approximately 66%. So this is a bigger correction than what we're used to for Injective throughout the past 2 years, but it was a significant correction, you know, throughout the markets. Bitcoin had a nice correction, even though it wasn't too severe, and a lot of altcoins, you know, dipped down below their October 2023 lows even. So hopefully Injective is not going to do that. Of course, this is not a straight path to the upside from here. We're not out of the woods just yet, but it doesn't mean that, you know, we're definitely going to $5 or $10, because some people might think that. Now, if we were to continue this correction, let's say to our next optimal support level, which would be either this area over here. We have a small trading range that we technically retested just right now at $17, but let's say we dropped even below 17. Our next area of support is going to be over here. So that area there, this area over here is going to be around, sitting between $15 and 60 cents. If I want to be really accurate about this, we can do something like that. So it's going to be between $16 and $13.50. That's like your worst case scenario. And then again, I would only expect us to wick down to the red block if we end up dipping further down. And that would be around 75% from the all-time high there from March 2024. Now, long term, we're going to be looking at the 1.272, of course, at $42. And after that, we're going to be looking at the 1.414 as the bull market target for Injective. And then we have 110 here as the 1.618. That's a bit of a stretch. We'll see if we can get to those numbers, you know, past $100. It is only a 4x, to be honest, from the current prices. So we'll see if we can get past $100. Seems plausible, but again, we don't want to set our targets too high. So if Injective starts performing or underperforming at around $60 when Bitcoin is sitting at, let's say, 120,000, then I'm probably going to be selling the rest of my coins here. Now, I do have an exit strategy for Injective. It's on my Patreon, as well as some of the other altcoins that we covered for exit strategies. So if you're interested in my personal exit strategies on variety of altcoins, then take a look at the Patreon. Like I said, there is a 7-day free trial, but other than that, that's pretty much it for Injective. Let me know, what are your targets? What is your opinion of the current situation? Like, we're doing really healthy here. We haven't even gotten across on the weekly, which is really, really bullish, and we're starting to get back above the 20 EMA on the weekly. As long as we close the candle above $26, it's going to be amazing. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe and take care.